That's because, well, again, we have this hodgepodge of weather, which could include a couple light snowflakes and some freezing rain and drizzle. Satellite and radar showing you all the colors of the rainbow here, the green, the orange, the yellow, depicting where we have some rain, a little bit heavier as you're getting down toward Aquidneck Island. Keep that in mind as you're heading out this morning. Not wintry, just slick and wet. As you move back toward 95, the 95 corridors where we've been seeing some of that freezing drizzle and even freezing rain. Something to keep in mind because it's going to mean some icy conditions are possible, especially on bridges and overpasses. They freeze first because they're not insulated by the road. Finally, a little bit further north as you're heading back toward areas like, let's say, Gloucester, Foster, Woonsocket even, that's where we're seeing some snowflakes coming down this morning. Nothing too heavy, nothing too extreme, but not a great way to start the morning if you're hopping in the car and you're running late. Don't speed this morning, not a good idea. You can see again that dividing line as you're heading up and down Route 1 and even 95. That's where we're starting to see that shift, especially in the northern half of the state. You can see areas like Burrillville seeing more in that way of snow rather than anything else because it's just cold enough. But all of this is going to be really short-lived. I mentioned the winter weather advisory earlier. Again, that's only till 11 a.m. That's not all that long from now, all things considered. It's a quick moving storm, a punchy one at that. And as you can see, we move through the morning and things get warmer and we get, again, wetter rather than more wintry. I said short-lived. I was not kidding about that. We turn over to rain late morning and then the rain really fades away. We're left with a couple showers this afternoon, but that's just about it. Now, bus stop forecast. I want to make sure everyone getting the kids out the door is prepped and ready. Make sure everyone's got their layers and maybe a little something for the wetter weather, the umbrella perhaps, especially if you live along the coast, even out toward areas like, let's say, Fall River, where we have a little bit of freezing drizzle possible, but more rain than anything else. Temperatures going up through the 30s this afternoon into the low 40s for your high temperatures. 43 for Providence today, which is actually pretty much where we should be, so average, I would say. Overnight tonight, though, we're way above average with your low temperatures only getting to about 40 degrees. That's as we see air switch to a southerly direction and we bring in some warmer air ahead of our next storm. Here it is. It happens overnight, not long after midnight. The rounds of rain begin and they're just going to get heavier into your commute tomorrow morning. Mother Nature is just not on our side when it comes to planning right now, but it is what it is. We'll get through it together. Wet weather and wet roadways tomorrow morning, but the storm's gone by midday. That said, we could see up to a quarter to 3/4 of an inch of rain across the viewing area tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Heaviest rain back down along the coast. But that's not the last storm of the week. Oh no, there are plenty more. In fact, the next one comes in Wednesday night. That's going to linger through Thursday morning. And then another storm on Saturday that could bring us a slight wintry mix, something we're going to keep an eye on throughout the week.